Hello everybody, how are you doing today? So today we will do a review about special right triangles. Okay, please give me a second to share my screen with you. Okay, here we are. As we know, we do have two types of right triangles, a 30-60-90 and a 45-45-90. Okay, let's start with the first one. So as we know, remember the side lengths, okay, there is a special pattern or a ratio, okay, for this triangle. Like my 30, our 30 angle can be represented by an X, and the side opposite to 60 degree can be represented by an X radical 3, and our hypotenuse in this case is represented as 2x. Okay, so for this 30, 60, 90, the ratio is x radical 3, and 2x. Okay, let's see how this would work. For instance, let's see if we do have, let's choose another color here. Let's see, we do have this side equal to 7. Okay, please just pay attention to the focused angle we're talking to. So this is our shortest leg. This is 7. Okay, so what should be our hypotenuse in this case? Are we good with 7 multiplied by 2, which is 14? And this leg, since our x is 7, so this leg would be 7 radical 3. Are we good? So please, I want you to pause the video and try to do this by yourself. Then we will come back together to share our answers. Okay, hi again. So what do we have here? We have the hypotenuse equal to 44. So in this case, what would be our shortest leg? Remember, the one represented by x. Are we good with 44 divided by 2, which is 22? Okay, and what, since this is x, and this is what? This is our x radical 3. You know what? It would be very helpful to label your legs, okay? To avoid any confusion. So I know the pattern of this leg across the 60 degree is x radical 3. So since our x is 22, this means this leg would equal to 22 radical 3. Good. Okay, let's move to our second triangle here. What do we have here? We have the long leg equal to 90. Again, what is this? What is this ratio here? Are we good with x radical 3? So what should we do here? Find our x, okay? How can we do this? Are we good? We can divide both sides by radical 3 to get what? To get a 9 radical 3 here, okay, equal to x. We just divided both sides by radical 3. And what do we have here now? Remember, we can't have a square root in the denominator. So we can multiply both our denominator and numerator by radical 3 over radical 3. Okay, to get what? To get a 9 radical 3, over this radical 3 multiplied by radical 3 is radical 9, which is equal to 3. So this is my x. What do we see here? Let's simplify this fraction, okay, to get a 3 radical 3. So our x would be 3 radical 3. X, it would be 3 radical 3. This is my x. So here we do have this side 3 radical 3. In this case, what would be our hypotenuse? Are we good with 2x? So since our x is 3 radical 3, are we good that this one would be 6 radical 3? Exactly. Okay, so let's move to our second right triangle. The second one is 45, 45, 90. What do we know about this triangle? Remember, yes, both sides are, the legs are congruent. And the pattern here, or the ratio we're working with here, we have here, this can be represented by x, this one can be represented by another x, and this one is, which is the hypotenuse in this case, is x radical 2. Does this ratio sound familiar? Okay, let's try this and see how this works. So let's see, I do have here, okay, a measurement of 10. So if this side equal to 10, what would this side equal to? Are we good with 10? Okay, what about here? Are we good with 10 radical 2? Exactly. So please, again, I want you to pause the video and try to do this by yourself, then we will come back together. Okay, hi again. So what do we have here in this first triangle? We have the side opposite to the 45-degree equal to 8. So this is my x. Are we good that, okay, even though we don't have, are we good that this would be 45 for sure? Since the sum of my angles should add up to 180. Are we good? So in this case, what would be this length here? Are we good with 8? What about our hypotenuse here? Remember, what is the ratio in this case? X radical 2? Please, you can always write down the ratio, like to avoid any confusion. So are we good? This is our ratio here. So if my x is 8, what would be this one? Are we good with 8 radical 2? Exactly. So it's 8 radical 2. Exactly. So let's do our last triangle here. Here, what do we have? They give us the hypotenuse, which is 10. Okay? Now what do we know about the hypotenuse? This 10 is equal to what? Are we good? It's equal to x radical 2. So what should we do here to get our x? Our x here and x here. How can we solve this? Are we good? Let's solve this here. Are we good? We can divide both sides by radical 2. So we would have 10 radical 2, okay, equal to x. Are we good at this step? Again, remember, we can't have a square root in the denominator. So we can rationalize this fraction by multiplying it by radical 2 over radical 2. Okay, so this should be. Okay, so what should we get here? A 10 radical 2 over, what is radical 2 multiplied by radical 2? We're good with radical 4. And what is radical 4 equal to? A radical 4 is a 2. So this is our x. And again, we can see here that we can do some simplification to get 10 over 2 is 5. So our x is 5 radical 2. Okay, so this can go here. So now I know that the measurement of this side would be 5 radical 2. And this one, 5 radical 2. How do we feel here? Are we good? And that was our lesson for today. Okay, let's see. Thank you for watching this, and please feel free to rewatch it as needed. Okay, thank you, and see you soon.